Could you imagine being on your deathbed and looking back at your life with regret? Regret of who you were, what you accomplished, or the life you lived? Well, unfortunately, I don't have to imagine that because that was my reality. See, back in 2016, I went to a movie theater and out of nowhere, a mysterious stranger ambushed me and he stabbed me in the throat, arm, and chest with a chef knife. You know those knives that get bigger closer to the handle? Yeah, it went halfway through my throat, punctured my lung, and so deep through my arm, it almost went out the other side. Now, by some miracle, I survived that, but I woke up 7 days later from an induced coma. And I was completely weak and broken in this state. I didn't feel like myself. I lost every ounce of muscle I had from years of weightlifting. I couldn't think clearly. I couldn't use my legs anymore. I was living off tubes. Seriously, if you unplug those tubes, you unplugged my life. And when I was at this point, it dawned on me. I wasn't living the life that I should have lived. You know, I always wanted to ride a motorcycle, but I never did because I feared what might happen. I always wanted to start a business and help empower other people, but I took a safe 9-to-5 job because I wanted that security. But as I laid there in the ICU, I realized no day is given to you. You don't know what's going to happen to you today. You don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow. Your life could end in an instant. And so as I lay there in the ICU, I realized this is a second chance. A chance to live the life I actually want to live. Not one that's safe and secure, but one that accelerates me and one that makes me excited to live. And so I promised myself in that exact moment that I was going to change my life. I was going to take what I want in life. Because if you want to achieve something great, you have to go grab and seize it. You're the only one that can do that. And if you don't take action now, well, guess what's going to happen in 2, 5, or 10 years from now? You're not going to be living the life you imagined for yourself. And I can promise you, when you're at this point, you're just going to look back with regret. Regret of everything you've done in your life. And that's torture and agony. You know, they say the number one regret that people have as they get older and they're on their deathbed is that they let their life pass them by. And guess what? They can't go back in time and change that. So I hope you watching this video right now inspires you to take control of your life, to live it on your terms. Because look, anyone can create their own dream life. You know, look at Dan Bilzerian. I mean, granted, some people may not want his life, most probably would, but anyways, he built the life he wanted. I'm now living the life I want, where I'm traveling with my girlfriend, going to these other countries and experiencing different cultures in life while empowering men. I'm running a business around my passion, and I can do that anywhere in the world. So if I can do it, why can't you? I wasn't born with anything that you don't have. The only thing that I have that you didn't is that near-death experience. But you can learn the same lesson right now through this video without getting stabbed in the throat. So learn from my mistakes so that you don't have a life of regret, so that you become happy, confident, and fulfilled. And by the way, one thing I forgot to mention is I ended up buying a motorcycle, and it was really funny because, well, funny to me, not funny for my mom, because after a few months of recovering, I told my mom, I was like, all right, I'm buying a motorcycle. I did not want to die without riding a motorcycle. And she's like, what, you're crazy, you almost died, and now you're gonna do that? In fact, that's what most people said, like, why would you do that after you almost died? And it's like, yeah, I have this perspective because you guys didn't almost die. And the second part to that is I started my own business, quit that 9-to-5. Anyways, go check out that other video to learn about the gruesome details of how I got stabbed in the throat and the recovery and how it sent me on this mission.